There we go, guys. Recording.
Tesla.
There it goes. Tesla. Man. 210.
Oh, man.
Anybody catch that 2 minutes before the open? 210. Ideal. Anyways, it'll pull back. Like it's already hit a target. 212. That's where you expect sellers to be. Man. You know that I used to trade this in the pre-market. There was a time about a year ago when I used to do this stuff. Wow, that would have been good. Anyways, there's still potential on it, guys. It's just opened. All right, AMD, get that opening range already nicely defined. First candle. There goes a breakout. Maybe. Let's see, we have a nice bottom there on NVIDIA. There you see Tesla struggled at 212. See if new buyers come in for the next leg. Otherwise, this is where it's going to be for a while. Oh my gosh, Zscaler is fun. Listen to this. I want to get some of this. All right, and we found a good seller on NVIDIA. There you go. Please be careful.
There you go.
It's gonna behave like this for a while, I think. Okay, AMD, a little breakdown from the opening range. Perhaps it's a short. So Tesla's top is 212.62. The bottom is 210.57. Okay. So if this is the opening range on Tesla, I'm not going to trade inside the range. It's too small. I'll trade outside as in breakouts, ideally to the upside. Let's see. And same with NVIDIA. NVIDIA, I'm just going to avoid it for now. Don't have a good read on it. But same with AMD. Probably go outside the range. Zscaler, let's see. This is interesting. I'm going to adjust AMD's range. I think the bottom is closer to 139. So it is a decently large range if you're identifying it this way. With 140 right in the middle of it. Obvious round number. Oh, Tesla. Who got that? I'm going to get this. Here we go. Decently tight stop just under the opening, what do you call it? The candle itself. I want to add more if it gives me an opportunity. 215 is the obvious target. That's the second leg. Let's see. Bounced again. Let's go. Tesla. Excuse me. All right, Tesla on its way. 214.
Was it target on Tesla?
215, but we have 214 on the way. I expect it to slow down over there once it finds momentum. Ideally, actually, I wanted to retest again so I can add more. Here we go. Maybe this is it. Yeah, just added a little more. And if it drops this 212.60 area, I'll be out of it. Tesla, yeah, out of the range. There we go. 214 is first. Be careful with NVIDIA on this breakout. If it wants to break out, make sure you get a retest. This is tricky stuff. Well, come on, Tesla. So it's gonna take a bit, huh? There we go.
Beautiful. Tesla.
214.50. Actually, that's high of 2 days ago. Okay, so that's the target. Not 215, 214.50. And let's see if that breakout happens. Come on. I don't see any other opportunities for now. It's just Tesla. And the Zscaler thing is interesting if you want to play it inside the range. It's a big range. Look at this thing. So perhaps there's an opportunity. So this finding that seller 213.84 or 80 or so. Come on, 214. There we go, 214. They're scaling it off. And we're on our way to 214.50. I'll get the majority of it out. At break even, and yeah, there it is. That's pretty much the target. That trade's pretty well done already. I want to get out of this completely almost. And hold up about 100 shares. All right, so hold the rest in case it wants to make a run, but I'll probably get stopped out of break even on this one. All right, that one's done. Nice little ORB. Nothing else for now. Zscaler is interesting. How's the order flow? No. Whoa. Taylor, look at this. This order flow is very difficult to trade. The volume's there, but it's just it's not as smooth as you want it to be. Anyways, let's see what else we got. Anything on the scanners? AMD's on the scanner. For what? For a gap up. Hey, all right. NVIDIA. Now we're having fun. NVIDIA has plenty of orders going down. But wait for this retest of 105. I mean, seriously, NVIDIA is it's tricky. Very hard to catch that breakout. Well, I mean, not hard, but very hard to trust that breakout. And NVIDIA pulls up here to 105. Maybe there's an opportunity to get in. Just watch that volume. Here we go. This could be all right. I really wanted to get up towards 105, get as close as possible. There's still orders at 105, so I do think it's going to get up there and liquidate that 105 level first before a real serious move down. So let's see. There it is. I picked that all up right there. That was quick. And stopped out on Tesla at break even. So that one's done. All right, now NVIDIA. Let's see. Come on. It's already gone. I missed the entry. It's already a little too far out for me. Let's see. Maybe a second opportunity. Yeah, there we go. I'm short in NVIDIA. Going for a tight stop again. It's just the high of the previous candle. It makes a new high. I'll be out of this. And there it is. I'm out of that. Quick stop out. And it went down again. All right, I'll re-enter that. Again, the same stop. See this, what do you call it? Tweezer tops, these candles. Basically, you're watching the wicks. It's making wicks in the same place. There's sellers in the same place. Okay, now we're going to 104 as a first target. If it breaks this low of day. And then we'll see. Look at that. 104 has huge orders. Oof. Let's see if we can get some of this. 104.50 is a bit of a struggle. Actually, I'll cover some at 104.50 just because there's a struggle down there. Ooh, Tesla, look at that. Wants to move. All right, I'm watching NVIDIA though. I'm at break even on NVIDIA. Either it stops me out or it goes, because again, like I said earlier, I struggle to trust it today after all of the action yesterday. Still holding a decent size, nothing great. Let's see, another 50 cents will be good. There we go, 104. Let's go, NVIDIA. Lots and lots of orders. That's going to be huge. Come on. So buyers are at 104.11 for now. Let's see. It's a very tight stop loss. Stopped out on NVIDIA break even there. Didn't really get a move on it. I'd be careful now. See, just made that bullish hammer right there on NVIDIA. So yeah, that's a bullish indication. I would struggle to short it again. Tesla though is interesting. Oh my goodness. I like Tesla. Hold on a sec. Tesla, yeah, it's got room to run. 215, and then about 217 looks like the next target. If it claims 215, that's the key number. Ooh, Zscaler. Who's getting some of that? Right at the bottom there. I want some of that. Ooh. This is hard to trade, but let me see if I can buy some of this. Okay, I got some Zscaler. There you go, NVIDIA. Oof. Hope you guys are not shorting it there. That was tricky. Eight. Okay, stop in place. Now we got Tesla and NVIDIA for a breakout. I don't trust NVIDIA's breakout here. This is tough, but Tesla looks interesting for a run through 217. There we go. Long on Tesla again. Basically stop out at the entry candle if it don't want to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Tesla 215.50. Bit of a breakout area. There we go again. 215. All right, there we go. See if it bounces 215. Otherwise, I'll be out of this. I'll do a retest. I'll re-enter later. Now I'm out of Tesla. Let's sit. Where's the wick? There it is. Okay, I've re-entered Tesla. Same stop. There it is. Okay, stop again now. And where's it going? Okay. Now I'm gonna let Tesla sit and clear this 215 area. It's not ready to go yet. And took a stop on that Zscaler thing. See what it wants. 155 looks good. Okay, short Zscaler. Taking a breakout. And is Tesla gonna go? Gosh. Trying to read this thing is so hard. All right, I'm long on Tesla again. This time I'm looking at a breakout trade. So not a retest. Where is it? There it is. 215.20. Whoa. Okay. Getting out of Zscaler. I just gotta focus on one thing at a time. This is too much to do. Come on, Tesla. 215, 215. Whoa. Nope. Tesla's really struggling here. Oh boy. Don't normally see this. Yeah, out of Tesla. Let's see, breakout, one late, too late. Nah, Tesla's a mess for now. Probably a short. Let's see. Ooh. And Nvidia now looks interesting. You see how it's broken out and bouncing off the top of the opening range, but the target's so close. It's difficult to go here. There's not enough room on it. I'll find a way to get this thing to go. Yeah, I like the setup on Zscaler. It's a good short setup. Gosh, there we go. Short again. I'm gonna put a stop in place this time, so I don't have to watch it. Oops. Yeah, 150 should be 30. There we go. Okay. The ultimate target on Zscaler is 155, so let's let that be wait. All right. I don't trust Tesla anymore in this area. I'm just gonna let it be. Let's see. Anybody catching this Nvidia stuff? Above this red line.
Yeah, I'm in it.
There you go. That's nice. Actually, that long from 105 would have been really fun.
There's a gigantic order at 108, like 200,000 shares.
All
I
right.
just partialed a little bit, so
Okay. For now, it looks like it's got a top at 107. And
yeah.
Nvidia needs to come down before it goes up again. To get that order at 108, it needs to take shares up there. So I'd say maybe down to 106.20 again, 106.30. And then perhaps it goes up. Cool. I'm curious to watch AMD find the edges of the range here. But really, it's just kind of gravitating towards 140. That's the big round number, so it's really tricky to trade this thing. Oddly enough, that looked cleaner than most things before the open. Anyways, let's see. Nvidia. What have we got? What have we got? See, this is a really good example on Nvidia. A good run up and then a couple of dojis without small volumes, regular standard looking volume. So that's an anomaly right there. If that volume was like that, well, the candles should have been making a move as the previous candles did, but it didn't. So no good. All right, now let's see. Nvidia doesn't want to go down, wants to go up. 107.50. Is that holding? I might go long here for the breakthrough. I don't see momentum on it. Order flow is good, but the momentum's not there. You're saying 108. 108, it'll probably rip through 110. If it goes through 108, most likely. Those buyers that we were waiting for yesterday happen to come today. Yeah. Okay, Nvidia, I'm getting in long. It's a tight stop again, about 107.50. The idea is to go through 108. There's lots and lots of volume on this.
Tesla just woke up. Me too.
And Tesla. Damn it. Right when I'm not into it. Oh gosh. Okay, what do we think? Tesla, let it pull back and I'll try and catch it. 216. That's the fun place. Oh, the breakout was, yeah. Anybody catch that Tesla? Looks good. 217.
Still in it.
Actually, Tesla wants 217 and then, well, 220 is the obvious number. It has that potential. All right. I'm getting long on Tesla and stopping out on Nvidia. Let's see this thing go.
Does anybody use Bookmap?
I love her.
Anybody here? Not me anymore, but anyone else? Bookmap.
I'm just having weird things on my chart, seeing if anybody else was having the same problem.
No. Bookmap's so complicated, man. It crashes most computers. Well, my computers.
Yeah, I got a pretty beefy gaming computer, so I'll be fine.
Nice. All right, Tesla, let's go. 217. I'm scaling some off here. I'll try and recycle it if it's strong again above 217. Yeah, NVIDIA is actually behaving very nicely with these patterns. You can see where the volume is, these dojis at the top. Oh, it's quite good. You can probably short it here. But I'm not into shorting it. There's not enough room on it. All
See,
right.
I was thinking the same thing, thinking that this is all profit taking from yesterday, and there would be no buyers. But yeah, like you said, where's the room?
Yeah. Well, the buyers on something like NVIDIA, which is having this AI cult following these days, basically when it goes down, it's going to find buyers at some point. We were thinking yesterday, but happens to be today at about 105. And let's see how strong these buyers are. Diamond hands or what are they? We'll find out.
Yeah, I was on Reddit last night and everybody's like, I sold everything I have. I'm buying shares of NVIDIA at 100. So I feel like everybody's buying a dip.
Yeah.
They think it's on sale.
Reddit's fun. It basically gives you a watch list, but it also gives you a list of things not to hold overnight. It's the same list.
Yeah. Just do the opposite of what they're
Exactly.
doing.
Yeah. For overnight holding, yes. All right, I've added back in on Tesla. My idea is that it's holding 217. Stop loss that break even. So let's see. And if it pulls back, I'll stop out and then re-enter. Try to catch this move up through 220. Yeah, 217, 218, 219. I mean, I feel like it's going to be tough from here on out towards 220, just looking at the 30-minute chart, but it has the potential. Plenty of reward on this stuff. That Z-scaler thing's just not too nice, huh? Again, this stuff is hard to read, so no point wasting time on it. Tesla, let's go. What's that GitLab stuff? Was it GTLB? That's in play as well. It's interesting. Let's see. What's the opening range on this? Maybe here. Here. GitLab. Again, order flow is really tricky. It's the kind of stuff, if you want to get involved in GitLab and all, you just want to be able to take a position and not manage it. Put your orders in place and forget about it. Curious about GitLab though. If this high up day is a good break. I feel like GitLab's got $2 in it up to 55. It's a big mover. 55 is very realistic. Yeah, there we go. Tesla on its way. Let's see. GitLab. Okay, 218 on Tesla. Let's pay attention there first. And then look into more exotic stuff. There it is, 218. I'm taking some off there. And stop losses at break even. And I'll recycle again. Ideally, it comes down and tests 217.50, bounces off, and once again, recycle it. Ideally, we're in a trend up towards 220. GitLab. How do you trade this thing? Okay. Gotten long on GitLab. Break of high of day. I'm going to put orders in on this. I don't want to manage it. This is going to be tricky. 57.60. Whoop. Oops. All right, GitLab, I've got orders on it. Very asymmetric. Big order. Anyways, let's see. You can see the asymmetry built into this. It's just huge. If GitLab really goes where I think it's gonna go, then it's a big move. It's massive risk to reward. It's off the charts. Let's see. All right, what does Tesla want? There we go. Retest of 217.50. I'm back in on Tesla, as in bought back in some of those shares, not all of it. And stop loss, it's a little below 217.50. Let's break even. All right, let's see. Tesla's gonna make a bigger pullback at some point. Maybe now, don't know. But yeah, it's got potential. So guys, what do you think? Today's price action easier than yesterday?
Yes, not for me.
Yeah.
You
Chopped
know,
up AMD.
mm,
Not
No
bad.
conviction because of yesterday.
well, that's the thing. I don't think anybody answered that question honestly. I think everybody answered it based on their P&L.
True.
And that's kind of how it is, you know, we're human beings. But I don't think it's any different. I don't think it's more
No.
complicated. It's really just how well do you manage yourself and your execution, really. That's what counts. So nothing unusual. We can see a double top here on Nvidia, probably gonna go down towards 106 at some point here. So, all right, I'm out on Tesla at break even. So that's the end of that one. And now let's just GitLab, whatever the hell this company is. Let's see. What I'll do is I'll stagger these orders out. It really, I do believe that in trading, whether you trade 5-minute charts or 1-minute charts or 30-minute charts, anything short term, it's all about price action. If you don't have a grip on that, you're gonna struggle with it in any short-term stuff. So, and then to be able to read price action while you're reading your profits and losses as well, it's not easy. There's no such thing as the market misbehaved. It's always the human being that misbehaves. These orders not there. All right, GitLab. That's that. So who trades reversals here? Nvidia. Double top, second top lower than the first. Shows that the sellers are in control. I mean, I like reversals, but not like this. There's only a very specific criteria. I'll take this stuff. Say what else? So yeah, AMD is one to avoid. I mean, it's chopping around 140 basically. Even though it's a nice big range, like you could really trade top to bottom of the range, but it's not going there. It's just gravitating towards 140 and just sitting there. Okay, GitLab 53.50. It's a tricky spot, but I'm not going to touch it. One, two. If you look at Tesla's daily chart, it's already made a big move for the day. And if this is as much as it's going to go today, that makes sense. Might pop up a little more and then come back down. Basically, that's what it did yesterday. Reject 220. But I mean, if you like calculating ATRs and all, this is approximately it. What, $7-8? So I will not be putting on more risk on Tesla going long anytime soon. If anything, maybe a reversal at some point later. That's a big if. There we go. GitLab still going? No, still stuck. Oh, there it goes. 217. Drop. Nvidia, who caught that? Who caught that? Oh, I want to catch it. Nvidia. Oh, gosh, no, I'm not gonna
Is that
catch it.
news?
Sounds like news. 10 o'clock. Yeah, there's probably something out there.
Oh my God.
Whatever it was, it made things work. Now AMD gets interesting. If it retests that bottom, and what do we have? We have 137 was heavily in play yesterday at the close.
That's really bad news.
And this is an overreaction. It always is. Okay, I'm taking a short on Nvidia. It's going to be on AMD, sorry. Very tight stop again. Not too much of a size. I want to hit 137 as a target here. I've got like a 15-cent stop, and I'm going for an 80-cent move, so it's good. It's worthwhile. Let's see. Ooh, it's rejecting. No. 139. If it rejects, I'm still in it. Yeah, rejected 139.01. 1 penny. Let's see if it does it again. No, out. Stopped out. I'll let it be. Let's see. So this news so far is bearish. That's just so far. Oh man, I should have gone long here. What the hell am I thinking? There's a long here on AMD at 139. I got so excited to short it, I forgot to flip the position. Look at that, a perfect $1 move, 139 to 140. I mean, AMD, that's the opportunity. I can't catch everything. Yeah. Anyone catch GitLab at that bounce? It bounced right off the opening range, well, off that previous high of day. That would have been a good chance to add. Damn, there's 2 opportunities missed. Yeah. Anyways, let's see what's this. Struggling at this high. And now it's going. Breakout. I want to tighten my stop on this GitLab thing so it can so I can put on more size. Not yet. Anyone catch this move? Any of this stuff? Tesla drop and bounce, Nvidia drop and bounce. AMD was the heaviest one, I think. That would have been fun.
AMD chopped me up.
Yeah, we'll avoid it for now then. I've
Nvidia
added,
with a 5-minute, 1-minute wick, almost a $2 wick now.
there you go.
Yeah, I don't think I'm trading anything right now.
Just take it easy.
I might call it.
Yeah, it's crazy right now.
Yep. Definitely not long Tesla, but I'm interested in AMD at the edges here. I've added in on GitLab as well as it retested the previous high. What is it? 53.50. So heavier size now. And trying to catch this run through was it 54 and 55? That is interesting. 50, 53.50. You know what? I should I don't have a lot of confidence in this GitLab thing because of volume profile. So I'm putting my stop loss at break even on it. Let's see, either it's highly rewarding or it's just a break even. AMD, let's see.
AMD is a short.
Yeah. It's right inside of the range, opening range. I'll tell you what though, when it decides to break out, it's gonna rip one way or the other. And I'm thinking it's a long overall, bigger perspective. Let's see. Short would have been great if it broke down. That would have been fun. It was 37. GitLab. What is this piece of junk? crowds in play. Anybody look at that? No, it's not in play. Never mind. What else? Uber, no. I don't know why these things keep hitting the scanner. There's just garbage out there. EFRM, no, not really. What did ZS do? Nothing. Well, here's an idea. If you guys like fractal patterns, you could have picked out the bottom at the pre-market, and you had two opportunities to enter long on AMD. Again, this is the way I used to trade, not anymore. But these opportunities are still very real. And I would have had 2 or 3 good opportunities already. So, what's this there? Chewy's not in play. What's this? Dollar Tree. What happened with Dollar Tree? Oh, I can't believe I didn't find this earlier. Okay, here we go. Big move down, big bottom so far. Is there a level down there? There's nothing down there. This is interesting. 65.50, 66, 60. Whoa, where is this thing going? It's going to 68. I don't know. Dollar Tree has my attention. Let's see, yeah, 68, 70 is the obvious level. Yeah, 70. Put 70 as a target. Bottom there. Let's see if we can catch this long. It already is on its way. Here it is. See the middle of the double bottom. Breakout retest 66.30. Okay, now we got a chance. I think the reward on this could be really good. The risk versus reward is good. So I'm taking a long here on Dollar Tree. Another one where I just want to put the stop and not think too much. 1 and 68 as a first target, and 70 is the ultimate target. So let that thing sit. Let's see what happens. And what else? Yeah, AMD. AMD has my attention as well. Let's see if this thing wants to go Dollar Tree. And then we have Chip Lab. There we go. Getting close to 54 now. Time to start thinking about exiting. Keep these positions real. The 390s.
So Nvidia holds 107.50. I'm jumping in.
There you go. Yeah, go for that break. That's a good one. But
AMD looks good.
just be
AMD.
careful. The setups for the breakouts aren't too great. It may well break out, but on both of them.
AMD, looks
Because
good.
what you want is a consolidation before the breakout for it to really be a convincing breakout. Just a flat breakout is well, it happens, but not as convincing. So just be careful with that stuff. You may well.
I feel like there's the pre-market high, there's PDC up here. So if it breaks through, it's pretty strong. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if it holds this,
now.
It's pretty
Yeah,
strong.
now
Plus
through
two.
108.
There we go. Nice.
Good. Got it. Nice. Now 108 becomes very interesting here. If it bounces off 108, I'll enter as well for a long through to 110 on AMD. Sorry, NVIDIA. Ugh, losing my mind. Let's see, 108. Let's put a line there. And AMD, let it retest, pull back. Tesla, same thing. We can't trust Tesla anymore for a long at least. However, a short off of 220 is interesting on Tesla. Very interesting. All right. Now here comes a pullback on NVIDIA and AMD. Okay, I've taken a long on NVIDIA, running a decently wide stop on this one. Not too satisfied with the entry just yet. Okay, and I'm out of that. No, not yet, not ready yet. AMD, I'm gonna make an attempt on AMD now. That's a much tighter stop, much better entry. I can't even see the chart system. Here it is, 141. Let's see, AMD hold 141, trying to run up through 142 and above. And re-enter on NVIDIA as well. So on AMD and NVIDIA, basically the same trade. Let's see. It's these retests that I like a lot. There's a lot of conviction on them.
Yeah.
Everything's, see it. Okay. Where am I looking here? Oh, I better put stops in place, otherwise I'm gonna get confused. Okay. Okay, stopped out AMD and NVIDIA as well. Okay, let them set up again. You can see the bounce though on NVIDIA. It's right at that previous high of day. So let's watch that. It's a little below 108. But 108 had a lot of liquidity, so let's see. May behave a little differently. Yeah. Sit and wait a little bit. Oh man, AMD's a short. What the hell's wrong with me? Am I gonna miss this one again? Yeah, it's more a short than a long. All right, I've taken a short on AMD. Again, running a decently wide stop here. 141. Looking to hit the bottom of the range. What the hell? Yeah, that breakout setup wasn't outstanding. I have no problem shorting AMD. Shorting NVIDIA here would be more difficult. Let's go. I've got only a 3-to-1 risk to reward on this one towards 140, but let's see. It's close enough. Stop in place on AMD. The ultimate target's the bottom of the range, 139. So let's see. This is a big range, man. Very big. What's going on with these other ones? Looks like I stopped out here on GitLab. That was break even. And what was the other one? Dollar Tree. What happened with that? Okay, stopped out. It's holding for now in this area. Just let it sit. NVIDIA is interesting now. Found a bottom there, 107.50, retest of the previous high. Smacking into 108. But it's tricky. Be a little more careful. I feel like it's doing an ABCD pattern. It's kind of gonna sit here for a bit and then consolidate and go. I wouldn't enter just yet. I don't think it's gonna go now. Oh, whoa! See that candle on Nvidia? What happened there? Bad print.
That real?
Yeah. Black money. Any other exotic stuff we can get involved in? Should have just bought Zscaler at the bottom. How silly was that? Let's see. This thing has been tricky, but no big deal. I think Nvidia has one leg left in it. You did the opening range, false breakout, then the breakout, the retest, one leg up, consolidation here, and then one more leg up. That would be towards 109 and 110. And AMD is just hopeless. It's just range bound. Tesla's done all of its two legs. Hard to trust. Let's look at that again. $66. Yeah, this 66 area is interesting on Dollar Tree. It is weak. Oh, there we go. AMD towards 140. Should probably pay attention to that. 140, let's go. 140, 140, 140. Come on, give me some. Can you get closer? Not yet. Bring the stop in tighter. There we go. Okay, now I'm covering some of that AMD. And I will recycle below 140 if it chooses to do that.
What else are you in? That's it?
That's it for now. Just AMD.
Stopped at a Dollar Tree, right?
Yeah, no, Dollar Tree is not working out. You see this double bottom, but the double bottom failed. There's no momentum to continue it, and I stopped out.
Yeah.
So I don't see an opportunity in that. I think it's done. It's probably going to stay in this area all day. Oh, okay, Nvidia, short, long, short, long. Definitely not going to short it. I'm not going to long it either in this area.
Yeah, it took a reversal at 108.
Wait, nice. Yeah, cool, man. It's just got lots of stuff on the way, but you know, then there's an opportunity.
Yeah, just go back to the open. That's all I expected to do. Might just chop in this huge range for a few hours.
So here's one thing you can do. It's quite easy. If you look at, just compare Tesla and AMD, the opening range on AMD was huge. The opening range on Tesla was tiny. So when you have a tiny range, plan trades to go away from the range or breakouts. When you have a large range, plan trades within the range. And that pretty much keeps you out of a lot of trades. Like yesterday, I had made the mistake of going with a very large range on Tesla and then trying to break out of that range on both sides, long and short. So that was a mistake. Even here, this long trade on AMD, that was a bit of a false trade. The setup wasn't right, even though it was a retest and all. It's just the range is so big. The probability of a genuine breakout is minimal. So these are a few things you can look at. And don't forget to look at the exotic stuff too. Zscaler and all that. So Zscaler is the same thing. Look at that opening range. It's huge. So I'd like to short it around 163. And over here, what did I do? Yeah, going long here makes sense at the bottom, but going short is a false trade here. I think I did one short attempt. or two, I don't know. Anyways, so not something you really want to be doing. The probabilities are not in your favor. Gotta pay more attention to that. It's been a while. Oh, what's Andrew doing? Giving away a Tesla again? Oh my gosh. Yeah, AMD, let's see if it breaks through 140. Going down. NVIDIA wants to go down as well. There we go, AMD. Shorted. I'm back to risk on with AMD. 140.5. Stops in place on AMD. The idea is to run this down to the bottom of the range. Oh, all right. Anyone notice a pattern here on Tesla? I see a head and shoulders pattern coming together. Peak, there's the head, you got a shoulder on this side, and this may be forming a shoulder at 218. So that could be fun. And I'm seeing a top here on GitLab at 54. Let's see. Yeah, it's in an area where could be indecisive. It had momentum earlier going up, but that was that. All right, took a stop there on AMD. So that thing's not moving anywhere at the moment. Let's see. You guys hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
All right. Okay, cool. Because I had some unstable internet for a moment there. All right. I'm really curious about this GitLab thing. It's in an area on the daily chart where it could get messy. But I'm seeing a top here at 54. Trying to figure out if it's going to reverse or break through. For now, it's broken out and bouncing off. So I'm getting long here. The risk to reward is really good on this thing. So let's see. The order's in place. There we go. What else? Right, Tesla pushing the highs again, 219. So that head and shoulders didn't happen. Let's see, 219 and 220. 220 might be a good place to short this thing. Yeah. I like 220. This get lap thing is on its way again, hopefully. Yeah, that was yesterday's high. That 220 was a very serious seller up there. So that could be fun. Does anyone see anything else interesting? Anything worth looking at?
Go buy, quit.
Sorry, what? Didn't catch that.
Oh, man. Frustrating.
I'm not able to hear you guys.
Hear me now?
There we go. Yeah, I just switched my Wi-Fi here. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, I think I can hear you. Let's try this out.
Oh, no, it was somebody else.
Okay. Let's see if this works. All right. Put range orders here. 3 and all right. This is weird word. Okay. That's interesting. This is more exotic stuff here. ASTS. Look at that. Perfect short opportunities on ASTS off of the high of 2 days ago. I mean, that's a perfect fractal pattern. It had like 4 opportunities to short this thing. And then it made a reverse head and shoulders pattern at the bottom here. Going right back to the top again. These trades are fun. All right, let's watch Tesla here as it gets to 220. Would have been nice to still be in that long, but no, not to be. Not yet. Don't short this yet. Let it clear out those orders at 220. And then we'll see. Mm-hmm. 225, okay. So what you want is a nice kind of topping pattern up here on Tesla. A double top, a bearish engulfing, head and shoulders, something, ideally. And then it could be a good reversal. Looking at 217 as the primary target. You got 218 on the way. AMD, NVIDIA, I'd say, is the other way. That looks more like a breakout. If it breaks out of this 108.50 area, basically the previous high. 108.35. There you go. You get the volume on Tesla. Big volume as it liquidated up there and it wouldn't move. So that's telling you that's the end of that move up for now. Let's see what else it does. Ideally, it goes down. Still some sellers at 220. A few stragglers. What's interesting is actually those orders at 220 are getting bigger. The longer Tesla stays in this area, those orders are getting bigger. So it's not really ready to depart from 220 just yet. Let's see. It's all up to the market makers. It's 220. And NVIDIA for the breakout. All right. I'm going to watch a retest on NVIDIA for a long. And I'm keeping an eye on Tesla for a short. One leg, yeah, second leg up on NVIDIA. Let's see. 108.50. Wait for the retest.
Yep, found new buyers, so I'm out on that reversal.
Sorry?
NVIDIA found new buyers. I had my stop right above that, see if we could
Okay.
actually push it higher. Found new buyers, so
Yeah, new buyers at the breakout. Well, at 107.20.
yeah,
Now,
it's just a giant void now.
now we're up off all the way up to 110 ideally. Let's see. Tesla is just sitting there, not ready yet. This gets tricky when you take two positions at the same time in opposite directions. That's really messes with your head sometimes. Okay, 108.50 is holding on NVIDIA. Get in a tight position here. It's hardly a 15-cent stop. So, yeah, there we go. NVIDIA. Let's see if it pushes through this time. Let's go through 109. 109 would already be like 3R if it goes.
Oh, finally a green day.
Ha, well done.
Thanks,
Tesla's
Matty.
looking very nice for a short already.
Cool.
7. Watch Tesla. Gosh, trying to keep an eye on Tesla and NVIDIA at the same time. 54. Come on, NVIDIA. Okay, I'm out of NVIDIA. Let's try that one again in a moment. 108.35 is the level. Come on. There it is, long on NVIDIA again. Oops, there we go, get some size. These stops are tight, so I don't mind putting on some size. 108.20, what's it? And gonna stop in place on NVIDIA. So 109 is the first target, then 110. And Tesla, oh boy, now I see a double top on this. 220, test, and short. All right, short Tesla. This thing better go. These are the trades I find difficult to manage, shorts on Tesla like this. So I really want to put a good stop in place and not manage it. There we go. So I got a tight stop on Tesla, let it run, and same on NVIDIA, let it run. So let's see. Oh, ASTS, there it goes. This thing is really weird. Okay, so I got 3 positions on. Let's see what happens. The heck is this thing doing? ASTS 32. 32 is very interesting. If it breaks 32, it'll be fun. All right, Tesla, let's roll. NVIDIA, not yet, still waiting. That GitLab thing stopped out. That thing's probably just too exotic to trade. No, the setup here on ASTS is really good. Consolidation, breakout, retest, and it's got everything. It's just got the opening range high right above. It is very strong. Yeah, 32. Okay, that's gonna slam into 32. And ladder all the way up to 33. So this could be fun. Let me see. Is there a way to get involved in this? With 33 being the target. Yeah, GitLab's a mess. I'm not gonna play with that anymore. Yeah, AMD did that breakout, huh? Break high of day. There it goes. Anybody catch that? I wasn't watching it.
Yeah, that turned me green actually.
Oh, well done. Hey, why don't you call that out, man?
I did. I said it twice. I said AMD breaking out.
Oh, you did? Sorry. Must have been when I had bad internet.
Yeah, I said it twice actually. I thought, okay, nobody cares about the AMD here.
Nobody likes AMD. I'm gonna stick with my
Yeah,
graphics cards. Just
I'm the only one down this horse.
it's all good. So let's see. You have a break of high of day. You have a consolidation 142. Wait for the consolidation next leg up. All right, we got NVIDIA on the way as well. 109. What do we got? 109. Breakthrough and then 110. All right, let's go 109. 109 and then recycle. That's the idea. Tesla's still holding, but let's see if it continues. I'm gonna sell some of that NVIDIA position up there. They're about 50% of the position. Stop loss at break even. So you see, that was pretty good. That was already 3 to 1. See how tight that stop was? Got that entry, stop was right below, almost stopped out. And then 109, which is an intermediate target, was already 3R. And if it really hits 110, that's pretty big. Tesla almost stopped me out too, but you see where it is right now? That's already about 3 or 4R because the stop is so tight. I mean, if you can find ways to take trades like this, you really won't have too much trouble in the long term. You'll have red days, but you know, the winners far outweigh the losers. So that's what you want to do. Try and keep those stops tight. It fixes most things. All right, AMD. What do we want to do with AMD today? That was the opening range. 140. Okay, stopped out Tesla. That reversal was no good. What do we have on AMD? 143 and 143.50. That looks a little copy. Yeah, I'd be careful right here on AMD. I wouldn't enter a new position. However, what is this? ASTS got my attention, so I'm running this thing up. I got take out some position on it, but I need to figure this one out. 31.95. Yeah, this one's interesting. I like this one. There we go. The target here is 33. Didn't get a great entry on that one, but okay, let's see. Yes. 33, yeah, there it is. ASTS, okay. There we go. Zoom out and look. Even though my entry wasn't all that great here on ASTS, it's still plenty asymmetric, so that's all right. All right, now what do we got here? AMD doesn't have much of an order book to the top side. 143, which is, it's right there.
Maybe Tesla is at yesterday's high. It's trying to. You see Tesla?
Yep. But I don't want to go long anymore. If I'm going to trade
Mm.
Tesla, it's only going to be a short in this area.
In this area?
Breaks
Okay.
out, yeah, I don't have conviction on this thing. I mean, and the thing about reversals is it takes a few attempts. Actually, I should have shorted it at the tweezer top right there. That was a really good candle pattern. 220.50. Gosh. Okay, another short on Tesla. This time I'm running slightly wider stop. Yeah. Actually, is it wider? Yeah, it is. 220.40. Those tweezer tops are very powerful. Basically, when you have wicks pretty much in the same place, it's telling you firmly about sellers and their intentions. So I like that. And let's just put a stop in place and see what happens. 24. It's not a huge size, so let it sit. Now we've got ASTS on its way. NVIDIA is consolidating below 109. And Tesla, let's see. It wants to go. I don't know much about AMD. 143 looks like a top for now. And yeah, so let it sit. You know, Tesla is worthwhile putting orders and leaving it. I might do that. Two, 1 second. There we go. So there's that's kind of what asymmetry should look like on Tesla. What is that, about 4R maybe? If it goes, great. All right. What else? Anything else worthwhile? Dollar Tree's done. Completely done. Skip lab thing. A few attempts, but no real fun.
I'm gonna keep it green. I'm out of here. Thank you, Avi, and everyone.
Cool, man. Take it easy. Keep it green. That's smart.
Yep. Okay, bye-bye.
See ya. CS. Oh man. Right, patience game now, huh? What happened to that SMCI stuff? I might put this on
My
my
bias was all wrong today.
What? Sorry, didn't hear that.
No, I just said my bias was all wrong today.
Fair enough.
I see that. Well, yeah, Nvidia 1015. I see the declining volume where I shorted, and yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
On a 5-minute chart, you can see it at 1015. They do push the price lower, but they push back, and then the next candle, no volume, declining volume, higher high. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. Nvidia was
I
expecting.
just I was seeing it in time, but I didn't know how to get out of it, and I did definitely know how to flip it
Mhm.
because from
Yeah.
108.50 to 110 would have been tough.
It was tricky. I mean, after yesterday, with a big move down, it was expected to be a mess, and we saw AMD what a mess that was at the open. So basically, these are what do you call hangover days? After a day after a big move, day after a big party, it's usually a hangover. So, all good. All right,
I
Tesla.
guess the question is how do you flip bias like that? And I mean, like you said, don't be married to the trade, but trying to flip your script can be a challenge.
Yeah, so what you really want to do is again try to stay in real time with the price action. So you can have a bias and levels and all that good stuff before the market opens. Nothing wrong with that. But don't just go trade that at the market open. What you want is to get confirmation of your bias first before you put on any positions, and use that happens using the 1 minute chart. And then if you happen to take your position, you got your confirmation, you took your trade, let's say you stop out, and then everything goes the other way. So now you also have to have your rules in place of what would invalidate your bias. What price action would you need to see for that bias to be invalid? And if you see that, then now you got to drop that bias and maybe start forming a new bias, or you're done for the day, whatever's in your personality. So that's the way to really think about it. And yeah, I used to trade like that a lot, fractal patterns and all that. So I'd suggest, yeah, just take it that way. Really, just watch the real-time price action, because nothing is more honest than real-time, buyers and sellers. So think of it that
Maybe
way.
I take my statement back. It was not an easy day.
Oh gosh, did you just make a loss?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah,
Finally, I'm in green. So yeah, it's more like a survival, right? It's like
Yeah,
in a gun range, gun zone. All bullets are being sprayed on us.
yeah. Well, Andrew actually put it very nicely in his book. You got to play guerrilla warfare when you're day trading. You sit on the sidelines
Oh
and
my
you
God,
ambush the stock when it comes to you, and then you get out of the way very
yeah.
quickly before it shoots back.
yeah.
So that really has been stuck with me for many years. And it's important, man. It really is.
Just
Yeah.
NVIDIA being SSR, I assumed it would just be in a range today. So I think I had a plan, but didn't really pay attention to price action.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to price action. So let's say, for example, you had the idea that it's going to be short today. It's going to be weak. Well, watch the price action at the open. It wasn't weak. It wasn't strong either. It was just stuck. The first time it gave you an indication that it may be weak was this candle, when it broke out of the opening range with good volume. Then at the retest, you had the opportunity to take a few shorts or take an attempt at a short, which I think I took 2 attempts here. And that didn't work out. As soon as it goes back into the range, that's it. You got to drop that short bias. It's gone. Then just wait and see. And here it broke out of the top of the range and it started to retest. What was resistance was turned into support with lots of good confirmation. Now you know it's strong. It's no longer weak, it's strong. So off you go. You can turn it around and start thinking of it from a strong perspective. So all the trades after that, you're thinking it's strong until you find that it's hit a limit, which I think is going to be 110. So real-time action, 1 minute charts. And if you want to get even more real than that, then go into tape reading. That's like inside of the candles, what's going on. So good stuff there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, I got in right at that nasty doji candle 108.
Oh boy. Yeah, ugly, ugly, ugly. I just got filled on ASTS. That was an all or nothing trade. That was good, about 3,700. Got in, stop
Nice.
loss there,
Very
just hit
nice.
33, slammed into it. I wasn't paying attention. There was no trade management here. This is just, I have the idea, the thesis, the target, and just let it go. So that worked out. I've got the same on Tesla, 217. I probably will end up managing it at 218 because that's where I think it'll be messy. Nvidia, I want to add here. What's it doing? Yeah, it looks like a 109 breakout. If it holds, I want to add, but how do I? Okay, I've added. How with this? Break even for me is right there. Okay. Oof. Well, as long as Nvidia is holding above 109, I'm happy with it. I'm definitely keeping it at break even because this thing may just go down again. I don't know. Not gonna move that, and I'll put the order in place. I don't have to manage it for 110. It's a few cents before 108.76. Well, get this order in the market quickly. There we go. All right, hands off on Nvidia. That's enough of that. Hands off on Tesla as well for now. Actually, on Tesla, I'll just put orders and forget it. Might be easier to just do it that way. Let me think. Tesla, I've got 2,000. Actually, first thing I gotta do is tighten the stop on Tesla. It's gotta be just above 220. Stop.
You short Tesla?
Yeah, I'm in a Tesla short for the last, feels like an hour. That's probably 15 minutes. I'm still holding it. It looks weak. And now I'm just putting orders in place so I don't have to manage it and get myself all chopped up again. Been having that issue lately. So there it is. So that was the entry. Stop is over there now, and 2 orders for the exits. And that's the end of Tesla. And long on Nvidia, got almost 3,000 shares, trying to run this for another $1 from where it is. And yeah, ASTS looks pretty well done at 33. SMCI is not in play. AMD, ooh, there's a short. Gosh, now I got FOMO. 43, 143. I was telling you guys, 143 looks like a top on AMD, and it's setting up very nicely now. Let's see, is there an opportunity? 141 is a target. It's very hard to short this. I don't know how to. It's not trading smoothly. That's what I mean by it's hard to short. The order book isn't, or not the order flow isn't convincing. No. All right, let it sit. All right, anything else? Anything else worthwhile? GitLab getting up to 55. I just had to get out of break even earlier. Just couldn't hold it. Didn't have conviction. Zscaler very much within the range still. It's not going anywhere. And Dollar Tree is probably still gonna just sit there, yeah. ASTS, I don't know, just picked that up off the scanner. That was fun. else is there? Oh yeah, INTC. Someone was mentioning INTC, right? I think Altif.
Yeah.
Not really in play, but let's see for a longer term kind of setup. Tesla's getting close to my break even. Nvidia's getting close to the
Yes,
top.
Tesla's retesting 219 level, 220 actually.
Yeah. Well, let it sit. INTC, yeah, 20 is a top. Doesn't mean it's weak. No, not much there. Hey, Google. You know what? I haven't really looked at the entire tech sector in a while. Google was fun up front, and that's the end of that. What about Meta? I have a love-hate relationship with Meta. I made so much money on this. I could have retired, and then lost a lot more. They're stopped out on Tesla. Very tight stop on that. So that's the end of that one. I will let it sit. Nice double top. Went a little and then out. Meanwhile, Nvidia's on its way to 110, which I believe is the top. Yeah, look at that. Huge orders at 110. Whoa. Nvidia. That'll be fun. Meta. What do you want to do with Meta? You know, this is very typical behavior on Meta. It moves in ranges. If you look at it, this was a top. And now you've got it in a second range, which is much tighter. Let's see, right there, that's another range. Now it looks like it's breaking out of this, and the next top is likely to be 515. This is so typical. I mean, it looks like algorithmic trading. They have their little formulas of when to get in and out and plan the ranges and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna trade this. See the opening range breakout. No, there's nothing in it today. What about Apple? Oops. Yikes. Not much in Apple for now. It had a good move up earlier in the morning. Ooh, there we go. Nvidia. Let's go. AMD. I'm watching a double top here. If it makes a double top, it could be fun. 43. Oh, but hold on. I don't see any indication on the daily chart of AMD that 143 is a top. I just see it on the order book. So again, I'm not too convinced of I wouldn't take it short here, I wouldn't take a reversal, even if it sets up. On the other hand, 145 is an obvious top if it truly becomes strong. 145. Yeah, there's liquidity up there, so. All right, so 143 is a key level. It could either be weak from here, which I will not trade, or if it's strong, I may take it for $2. And let's see, Nvidia, the hell. Yeah, grinding its way up. See the ladder here on the order book? Lots of orders stacked all the way as you get up towards 110. That's what you want to see. That's a very bullish order book with bullish price action. So what you want to do is just let it sit and go there. There we go. AMD for the breakout. Now let's have a look. 144 orders came on the book. 145 is there. It's just not showing right now. All right, let's watch AMD. AMD. Ooh, you see that? Push down just now on AMD with the volume. It was right there. So it looks like more sellers at 143 than buyers for now on AMD. No. So I'm not going to touch it. All right, let's see, Apple, it had a low of day, had a good breakdown. It's pretty much right back to that breakdown area. Can't trust it. Nvidia, come on, another 20 cents. What is this low float garbage? Nova. This would be fun to trade up. Chat. DLTRs all over the scanners. Dollar Tree must have had earnings, and I mean it did this big move, and that's it. It's over. But it's all over the scanners still.
It's a very tight range.
Hmm?
It's been dancing in a very tight range between 67, 65.
Yeah, basically it did its move and it's done. I don't see it moving anywhere at this point. So
Yeah.
it's done. And Boeing, gosh, should have kept an eye on that. That was a mover yesterday. Oof. They have a strike or something coming up. So it had a really good opening range. How clean is that? Oh man, look, if you want to know about patterns, man, this is what a pattern should look like. You take a look at this. One big leg up. If you want to break out, you want a consolidation right below the breakout level, ideally as a wedge, with the lows just getting higher and higher, and then sure enough, a breakout with good volume, a retest, and off you go. I mean, that's a perfect setup. Holy crap.
I think that's happening with Tesla right now, Avi.
Possible, but Tesla's extended. It's way up at the
It's
high.
extended, yeah.
I don't see, I mean, it could run to 225, but I don't have conviction. I don't have a, no, I'm not convinced it's gonna do that today. The probabilities are low, put it that way. The setup's good, but the probability of it genuinely doing that move after a good
224.
run already, this
200.
is, 220 is a big number, all this stuff. If anything, you may want to scalp it up here, as it moves up here, but not really something I get excited about. At this
Yeah.
point, wait for a reversal setup, then it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, what the hell is Nvidia doing? Not going to 110? What? Pull back, retest. It'll go. It's just doing its business. Yeah. You definitely don't want to wait for 110 precisely. You want to front run that a little bit. So I've put 5 cents in. But yeah, you can expect it to jump around. This is where I used to get in, right about here at the retest of the previous consolidation. Full buying power and then rip the last 20 cents. But those are highly volatile trades. All right, Boeing, let's see if there's something in it. Big move down, big move up. What's this level? Don't know what this level's doing here. There we go. So yesterday's area of interest, about 167. This could be good. Boeing for a short from about 167 towards 165. But you have this right here. I'm not so convinced. It's gonna be a tough one. Tough one to catch. Definitely don't want to go long here. It's already done its move for the day. So
Okay, nobody wants to trade a Tesla at retest of 220?
Have at it, man. Not me. I'm done. I got that Nvidia to go. That was fun. There you go. Gosh, it never holds like this, but
Come on,
that's the
guys.
advantage of zooming out. It just goes.
Some support here. I just need an additional couple of 100 shares.
Options, baby, options. 3 contracts is 300 shares.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what happens with Tesla now. I mean, look at the sell volume, it's declining, right? I mean, it went up, came down now. Slowly it's grinding up. I think it's going to 224. That's how it looks like.
Yeah, the setup's good. Setup's good.
Yeah, look at that.
Daily chart, I don't know. Take a look at the daily chart. It went from here to here. It ran a massive range, much more than it runs typically.
Typically, yeah.
This is an area, also it's yesterday's high. So it's an area where it could just slam down quickly. And you have the high from a week ago as well, one of those days. So it's running into all this trouble and as it pushes 225, unless Elon Musk is giving away free Cybertrucks or something, you know. I don't think it's going to 225 today.
Not yet. Yeah, that's
All right. What else is good? So Nvidia was fun. Still kicking myself because I took a few false trades outside of my trade book. Like this long here on AMD was no good. Absolutely no good. And I missed out on, what did I miss out on? No, Nvidia was good. Tesla was good. I took I think 2 or 3 false trades as an outside of the trade book. Yeah, this was all right, all well managed. Anyways. Cool. Hey, what happened to that ASTS thing? I don't forget about that. How about this short on AMD, huh? No, I'm not gonna do it.
ASTs was very nice to you, Ravi.
Yeah, it was. Because that was nice too. I wasn't playing around with it. I just said, you know, write it a little love note, give it a rose, and let it be. Yeah, that's how I gotta do it.
Just went like a rocket up,
Yeah,
straight up.
it's the nice thing about these wild catalyst stocks. Huh?
Yep.
All right, now Nvidia for the reversal from 110. What do you think? Is there a reason for it? 110, 110, 110. I don't see much on the daily chart that would tell me that it's gonna short from there. There's an obvious round number. There we go. Yesterday's action. This is where it struggled. So this is nothing more than a pullback in the bigger trend down. So from 110 short all the way back. I don't know. If you're shorting it, I don't know if it'll go all the way down. But towards 108, the 108 area makes good sense. So let's see if there's that opportunity. So far, so yeah, it's giving you plenty of bearish indications. Let's see. Man, these reversals are tough, man. Usually they're a little later in the day. It's still only 11 o'clock. I maybe have to be up to midnight to catch these damn reversals. Anyways, let's see. What happened to this one? Yeah, still going. Good fun. Ooh, ZS. Look at where it rejected, right at the top of the opening range. So, oh yeah, here's where I made a few mistakes earlier too. I tried to go short. There's no point going short on such a big range. Just stay inside the range. So there's no point going long here. If you can catch a short from about 163 towards the middle of the range, that makes sense. Maybe that's the play. Keep an eye on that. Boeing at 166, having some trouble. Yeah, pretty much as expected. If Boeing's a short, it's to 165 and 64, 2 targets. Yeah, Boeing's got really good indications for a short. Similar to ZS and similar to NVIDIA. Reversals. Oh, go. Okay, who wants to crash an airplane today? Let's try that. And the order book on Boeing is heavier to the downside, 164.50. Big buyers sitting down there. Yeah, right there, that previous high of day. So that's the target. I bet buyers will show up at 165 when it gets there. Let's see if we can catch some of this. Yeah, I like Boeing. Yeah, bad spread, so careful when you're trying to get in. But it's a good short. A good setup. Right, gonna stop in place nice and tight, and then we're going down towards 165 and 164.50. So let that one sit. And Nvidia, I don't know yet. Can't find an entry yet. Maybe here, 109.80. But not yet. Can't find it yet. All right. What else? ZS, huh? That's a good one. Seriously, guys, I'm telling you, just identify an opening range, and when it's so wide, all you gotta do is play the edges of the range, play it into the range. And if you identify a narrow opening range like Tesla, just play out of the range. That way, you set your direction at least. So you're only looking for one specific thing in one specific direction. It removes half the trades you might take. So if you're having an over trading problem like I've got in the last couple of weeks, then it helps. I really should not be shorting aviation stocks. This is bad karma, really bad karma. Gonna hurt myself.
Yeah, I never short my oil and gas companies. I've always long.
Gosh. Freaking financial markets, man. Jeez. Anyways, if you're taking a short, make sure you take profits. That's the key. Boeing looks like it's on its way. Better not to manage that trade. Let it crash. Nvidia's bad karma too, man. Watch my graphics chips corrode after I go short Nvidia. Graphics cards.
We think you need a new computer now.
Yeah.
Andrew is buying a Lamborghini today, so it's time for you for the computer. Yeah?
Oh my god. I'm gonna go into the BBT YouTube and give away a computer.
Give away.
Yeah. 6 monitors, guys. Come get it.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. Put it in there.
So funny. Lambos, gosh. So where are we? What's the calendar? Let me see. So today, so yeah, tomorrow, guys, I won't be trading live here. I'll be with BBT and I'll be on YouTube at 10:30. And then we go straight into a webinar in Trading Terminal's webinar room at 11. It's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Basically, I'll be with BBT and then in the Trading Terminal webinar room. And then Friday we'll be back to normal back here. So that's the calendar for the next 2 days.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah. Who caught that NVIDIA short? I'm upset. I had my eyes on that. Just ended up with Boeing. Anyways, that was a good one. It's already hit 109. If you shorted, you take some profits there and then go for 108.50. Okay. And ZS, no go. Didn't give you a good entry unless you managed to really time that top over there. Would have been great. What else? Anything else worth looking at? Did this thing hit 65? Get left 55? Nope. Oh, but it is a short. Oh, short from 54. I like this. Yeah, 54 to 52.50. That would make sense. Let's see if I can get this. We have 52. We have 55 still has orders, obviously. It's already going. 53. It's already gone. Damn thing. Everything's going down except what I'm shorting. Boeing. The hell? Did AMD go short from 143? Yeah, it did. Yeah, that looked like a top, huh? Good reversals here today, guys. In the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, especially Tesla. Tesla's like,
Tesla, did it reverse? It's still sitting there, right? Yeah,
oh,
there's
it's coming down.
Now it goes. Now, oh, well, hold on. Whoa. Thank you for that. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
There we go, 220. Okay, put in a tight stop. And let's see what happens. This is good volume. You could take this. Where's my stop? Cool. Yeah, chased it a little bit. Let me just stop out right here quickly. Where's the stop? Where's the stop? Yeah, the volume there. Still holding below yesterday's high. That is the key level, absolute key level. As long as it's below there, it's still good. It's very close. And 220 is right there too, another obvious number. Big drop and a pop. Let's see if it holds below 220. No, I'm out of this. Okay. Tight one there. If it worked, hey, look at that. Would have been great, right? Nice way to go down. Let's see. NVIDIA pulling back up. Maybe another opportunity to short it. And this GitLab thing. Oh, gotta short this somehow, somewhere. Pullback. Wait for a pullback. Here, see this level here? Yeah. Well, just because Tesla made a big move for the day doesn't mean it's a reversal, right? Could just sit here all day. 53.20, that's a key level here on GitLab. And where's the order? 53, 52, 51. Wow. 51. 52. I like 51. That's a target. It's finding buyers in this area though. But the risk to reward is so good. One leg consolidation, second leg. Let's see. Yeah. Ideally, this thing pulls up to this area, this 53.65 or so. And then it could be a better short. Let's see. Boeing still sitting there. All right. Tesla, when Tesla goes, it really goes. So, oh well. So the levels on GitLab are, I think it's here. See where the buyers came in, right about here, this 53.60 area. You wanted to confirm that that support is turned into resistance, and then it could be fun. Nvidia at 109, same idea. See if it turns 109 into resistance, then we have, well, the entire range basically, but yesterday's high is the obvious number. 108 as well. It's kind of hard to short from here. There's stuff on the way. So let's stay out of it for a bit. So looking at, oh yeah. These are the best shorts, man, on ZS. It just goes and makes a serious, aggressive move right into what you know is resistance, and then gives you a perfect reversal, single candle. And then it continues. Those are fun. You got to be watching it before it happens, anticipating it, you know. That's the only way to catch it. Boeing is being a bit of a nuisance. GitLab is not providing that entry I want. The other entry would be, well, this is where it came just now, and breakdown of that, which becomes a little difficult. 53. It's buyers right now at 53. Let's see. ASTS, what do you think? Reversal 35, obvious number. Gosh, I should have held this thing, huh? ASTS. Anybody catch Nvidia? I mean, that was a nice one. Out of all these reversals, that one's the one that looks clean.
Are you in the middle of something? Are you
Hmm?
in the middle of any trade or something?
I'm hunting or something to trade.
Oh, okay. This must give me something to look at, so I can send you later.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Send me something. I need a distraction. Otherwise, I'm gonna take a stupid trade somewhere.
Okay.
Send it to all of us if you like, or whatever.
No,
For
then,
now, I'm in
give me a
Boeing.
second.
Yeah.
I'm distracted a little bit.
Distractions are good. You need them. What have you got here? Oh, oops, whoa, what have I done? There we go. Okay, what have we got? Tesla. Ah, nice.
Yeah, and so the issue is all the time I got these, but like risk reward is carried all the time. I mean, man, on this move I just only got 1 hour. Can you imagine?
Hmm.
I mean, maybe it's like my um, the parceling has issues, and also I don't know, maybe I put my stop too far.
Yeah, you're running
Is
really
it-
wide stops. If you're getting 1 hour out of this move, and it looks like you caught most of the move, you're running a wide stop, and also it looks like you added at the top. Were you, after you took your first partial in that first minute, were you at break even after that? Did you put your stop loss at break even?
Yeah,
Okay. And did you ever go, because I see you added after that. Did you always keep it at the break even price?
no, I moved them a little bit. Yeah, actually, yeah, when I'm at them, yeah, I just put my stop at break even. So if you see the time that I got out, it was like at break even. So,
Okay, so that's good then. So at least you have that under control. What
but
was your,
the issue is that, I guess I parceled really big at the beginning, and maybe my stop is too far. But the open is all the time. It's really risky, so I cannot risk more than that. But it is not only at the open all the time. I make this mistake, so that's why my wins are small and my losses are too big. You know,
Mhm.
um,
Well, avoid the
maybe
open.
I need.
Avoid those first couple of minutes. Like you entered right there in the first minute. Now, let's say, for example, use a 2 minute rule. You avoid the first 2 minutes, right? Would you still have found opportunities to get into a trade long here on Tesla?
Yes. The problem is I'm really good at these opens, and when I'm waiting, I'm not good at getting these momentums. Let's say. So maybe I need to revise my trade book a little bit.
You see, the thing about the
Yeah.
open is it's all momentum. I mean, a lot of it, even levels and liquidity and moving averages, even that stuff kind of becomes a little irrelevant at the open because it's all momentum. If there's momentum, it's going to blow through moving averages and VWAP and levels. It doesn't even matter. So you've really got to get a grip on momentum if you want to trade the open. And by momentum, I mean, it's going in one direction. When does it stop going in that direction? That's momentum. When does it slow down going in that direction? Like this first 1 minute candle from the opening price, it just goes one way straight up. And then where you took your first partial, it looks like what, 212.50 or so. You can see right there, it starts to slow down as in it pulled back a bit, right? So yeah, it closes that candle with a bit of a wick. So there you can, if you're able to read that wick as it's forming, now you've got a good read on the opening action as in momentum and how momentum works. Sorry, I'm gonna take a profit right there. Just let me cover this position. I've got a little bit heavy on this. Boeing, yeah, get down to about 500 shares.
Nice trade, man. Very
Yeah,
good.
thanks. Yeah, that worked. Next target's further down. I'll add below 165. It's bouncing 165 right now. That's why. So the thing is, you gotta understand momentum, and What makes it difficult at the open is momentum happens inside of the candle. You can't exactly wait for 1 minute candle to close and then figure out the momentum. You got to be able to read the candle as it's forming. And that's tough. I mean, I find it tough. I sit out the first 3 minutes these days just because I can't put a tight stop in at the open. It's very hard in the first minute to put a very tight stop. But if you want really good risk to reward, you need a tight stop. It's one of those things. So sit out of the open, really sit out of it. And if you look on Tesla here, where you see where it starts to make wicks, what is it, after about the 5th minute, it makes wicks on the downside, right? Lots of buying wicks.
Yeah.
You can enter on those wicks, and I'll give you a little pattern here. Let me see if I can show you on my chart here. Actually, yeah, I did Tesla today as well. Oh gosh, I have too many executions. All right, right there. This is where I entered. You see, you entered about here and you got out here. Now, when you start seeing wicks like this candle had a wick here, and the next candle's wick was almost, it was like pennies away. It was almost in the same place. What it's telling you is this buyer was here. So when this candle closed, you can already tell yourself, all right, if next candle comes down to the same area and starts to push up, then you have an entry. And where do you put your stops? Well, right below that candle. That's where my stop was. It was literally right there. And that's why just going up there was like 5 to 1 or whatever it was. So you can actually put in much more precise and tight stops when you slow down your trading, as in you're trading later in the day. You're not trading this stuff. Because this candle, yeah, it looks like a nice white candle, but it's not. It was moving up and down. You got to gauge, is the momentum going? Is it not? Is it faster? Is it slower? What is it? It gets tricky. So I'm recommending avoid these first few minutes. I mean, I avoid the first 3 minutes. I let the first 3 minutes pass, and then on the 4th and 5th minute, I allow myself to get involved, which also allows you to very easily identify the opening range. So the opening range is an easy one. You just see where the opening candles find buyers and sellers. The obvious one, bottom was here, the buyer, so it goes. And at first I put the line here, I figured, okay, that looks like a seller. But then the next candle pushed up, but the next candle also pushed back down again. So I found another wick here. Looks like these sellers are a little further up than this. So I moved the line, I put it here. So there you go, opening range. So, and then the next candle, it did come down and boom, pushed out and closed out. No selling, no nothing. So I figured, okay, that's confirmation. This is the opening range. That's the top of the range. That's the breakout. Now you're just waiting for a retest. And how do you catch the retest? Well, zoom in and look at the wicks. This one started to bounce. Okay, don't enter on that. Keep yourself, give yourself a trade book where you enter on a tweezer wick. Tweezers are nothing more than wicks in the same place. So this wick and this wick. So if you give yourself that trade book, you would have probably caught this entry here today. And it was no big deal, because if you catch this entry, tight stop, you get in your 4 to 1, 5 to 1. And this is you don't need to trade more than this. You don't need to be like me, just trading all day just because you like it. You know, that's not necessary. But this would have been just fine. This kind of trade, this is a very good trade book, playbook. It's slow. I can tell you this trade style is 10 times slower than trading right here, just 2 minutes prior. It's such a massive difference. And the key is it allows you to read precisely where those buyers and sellers are. And the easy way, the really easy way, is just look at the wicks. Always just look at the wicks. Let's see if we find another example here. Here we go. Yeah, look at this one. Actually, no, this one, yeah, the wicks here and a wicks here, but the wick is a little bit later. It's like 3 minutes later, and the range is small, so you don't really want to trade this one. But AMD, I think, had a good opportunity. Let's see if we can zoom into AMD. Yeah, so you see the top of the range is there, right? The bottom is there. This thing moved. At first, I put the bottom there, but it broke out and it quickly found buyers right there. So the real buyers were down here. So I put the line down there. Done. So now you know your top's there, your bottom's there. It's a wide range. It's quite wide. You don't really want to catch breakouts like I was trying to do here. This is not a smart trade. Try to catch a breakout out of a wide range is not too smart. But it's wide enough where you can really get into the range. So you plan your trade here. After you know the range is this much, it's this big, you plan, you're just going to play inside the range. So here you go. The moment it gets to the edge of the range, so after you form the range here, the next time it really got to the edge of the range was here. It made a wick here. Next candle open, as soon as it starts to come back down to the previous candle's low, and starts to push up, that's where you can enter right in this area. And where's your stop? It's right there, super tight. The target's at the top of the range. You take some profits halfway, which anyways you had a round number there, 140. Stop loss at break even, and this trade's over within 10 minutes. Plenty of profit. This is like 10 to 1 if you can catch this. So I'm just trying to give you some simple trade books where you can tighten up your stops. So using these wicks is really good, but you can't use these wicks at the open in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Give yourself a rule. I give myself 3 minutes. Maybe you give yourself 4 or 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever works for you, you know, and then you can, you'll find it easier to put in tighter stops. That's when it becomes fun. And that's when you get these big RVR trades. Like this for me was, I don't know, I think I made like 3 grand on this trade and I risked maybe $500, something like that on this one right here. Just because the stop was so tight. It's unbelievable. You know, it's pretty good. Like even this one here that I just took on Boeing, the stop was, what was it? I think it was here, just above the 50-cent level. So it's down here. And the target's down here. It's like 3 to 1 to the first target. Well, it's 165. Now it's at the second target also. And this one also, if you look at the wicks, if you planned 166, 66, this level's the top, and you're looking for that reversal, then you can see, look at these tweezer top wicks. You can enter anywhere here. And tight stop, and just don't manage it. Zoom out, put your target orders in, and just forget about it. And then you start to have some real fun with it. So I think the tricky part for you is sitting out the open. By out the open, I mean 3 minutes. 3 minutes, you know, get yourself a cup of coffee, do something, distractions. And then, you know, you can catch these trades like you are catching, like you caught it today, but you need to maximize on it, which is get RVR, good risk to reward. And yeah, the only way is to really get in those tight stops and let it run. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool.
Hi, Avi.
Hey, how you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been busy. Sick, actually.
Oh boy.
Got a very bad cold.
Welcome back.
How are you?
I'm all right, trying to figure out this trading business. So, same old thing. All good.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I really find it very hard to hold my profitable trades.
Mhm.
And even though I take the partials, still I feel like, okay, I'm gonna lose my profits if I hold too long. And then even if I take my stop loss up, then it just stop me out and then go up there again.
Okay, so you're struggling with trade management effectively. So I think for you then,
And forget about adding.
okay,
I
go
don't
ahead.
have courage to add any like yet.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a different thing altogether. Trade management is what it is for you. And if it's a real problem, then don't manage the trade. And I'll give you some examples actually. Like today, even right now here, I'm in this trade on Boeing. Once I took the entry, I put the orders and I didn't look at it. I was looking at other stuff. I'll show you another one here. This one here, I took this entry with a super tight stop. I just left the stop in place and I put the order in place and that's it. Just took the order out. And it almost stopped me out. I didn't even know it almost stopped me out because I zoomed out. I put the trade on, put the orders in, and put it on a bigger time frame where I'm not watching it, and that's the end of that. So I suggest you do that and really do that. Like even here on Tesla, I took this short and I put the orders in, and I didn't watch it. Then it just stopped me out. After it stopped me out, then I watched it again and saw, okay, it's making these tweezer tops up here. It's looking like it's still weak. So again, I took this trade, I put my stop in place, which was, I don't know where it was, like you can see where it is, right about there. And the orders were further down and I just left it. I didn't bother with it. I zoomed out and put on a bigger time frame, left it, and then it turns out it just stopped me out. So you can do that. And there's nothing wrong with trading like that. You don't have to go manage your trades. A lot of times it's better when you don't. Until you really have that skill to manage it, it's better you leave it. And what you'll notice is you'll take a few stop outs, but here's what you can do. Every time you stop out, go back into it, as in go back and look at it. Look at the trade, go back to the 1 minute chart and see, is it making sense? Is the setup still there? Did it just stop me out and is the setup still going? Like over here on Tesla, I stopped out But I got back in, setup was there, and then it didn't work out. Okay, no big deal. I watched it later and I got back in, but that didn't work out. It looks like now it's working. Yeah, well, it's no big deal. You see how tight these stops are. These are insignificant. You lose a little money here, 2, 3 stops. These are tiny because the reward is way bigger, you know? So if you got
No,
this,
for example,
go ahead.
for example, right now, I took the AMD short, and I shorted at around 142.45, but right now it's 141.20. I took almost like 75%. Like I took 100 shares short, and now I have only 35 shares left.
Okay, so when you got in, first, what was your target? What was your target when you entered this?
My target was like 140.67.
Okay, so you had that target in mind, and looks like you took off your position before you got to the target, right?
Like more than half, 75%. So it's only 35 shares left.
So why'd you take profits before it got to your target? What's the
Because
thing?
I'm scared
Ah, that's okay.
that I'm gonna lose my profit.
All right. You know what? Put on the trade and walk away. I'm serious. Walk away. See what I'm gonna do it right here live. I'm gonna add to this Boeing position. There it is. I'm gonna put the stop loss at break even. Okay. I think it's gonna go down to about 162. So what I'll do is actually I'll put the orders in. We have 163 is my target and 162. So I'll just put a range order and I'll show you how to do this. It's very easy. It's a live trade, so it'll be fun. Range order. So 163 is the first target. I got 163. I'll front run that a little bit, 3 cents. And I'm on my stop loss here is 165.30. What is it? 165 point there. I'll give it a little bit tighter in. And I've got 508 shares. Let's say I'll take out 300 right at that 63 level. So put the buy order. So there, where'd it go? 163. No. Buy. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the stop is there and the target's there. It's done. I still have 208 more shares, so the rest of it, I'll put the orders in at 162. I think that's going to be the real target for the day. So 162. I'll front run that a little bit, 6 cents, and put the buy order there. There it is. So it stops there and it takes profits for me there. And now I'll just zoom out, put on a bigger time frame, really zoom out, and I've forgotten about it. Now I'm chatting with you guys. That's it. So in between, I'm not going to take profits. It's just going to sit. So that's all you got to do. So the hard part of this is actually sitting and waiting for the setup to take the trade. And then once your setup comes, once you take the trade just like this, put the orders in, zoom out, forget about it. Go watch YouTube or I don't know, do something that distracts you so you don't get into this mess. And that's the best way to overcome when you're struggling to manage your trade. Just don't manage it. Seriously, don't manage it. It's so much better. You know, especially on reversals. Reversals are, I find, more tricky, but yeah, don't manage it. So
And
yeah.
one more question. Thank you.
Mhm.
Which levels do you think actually works better? Like yesterday close or opening, whatever. Like which levels do you think is more
Which levels do
workable?
you find more convincing? Where do you have more conviction? Any ideas? All right, I'll show you an example here and so it clears things up. Let's go on the 30-minute chart and we'll look at Tesla yesterday. This was the high and this was the low, okay? And then 2 days ago, this was the low down here and this was the high. So these levels are marked on the chart. All right. So what are highs and lows? What are they exactly? Well, the lows are the absolute low of the day, as in it came down, and that's where the buyers bought it up, 207, right there. They bought it up. The sellers couldn't push 1 cent lower than that. That was the absolute low for the day. So you know that that is support. You don't have to think about it. The low of the day is support. Easy, done. How about the high of the day? That was the absolute high. That is resistance, right? The Sellers sold over there and it didn't go higher by even 1 cent. That's it. On this day, this is the absolute high. On this day, this is the absolute low. So these levels are easy to read because you know what's going on at those levels. You know that the buyers are here at these red lines, the sellers are here at these blue lines. That's it. That's why I have them. Nice and easy. And so now if you go to today's action, you see here, Tesla looks strong. Where do you think it's going to slow down? Well, right where the sellers were just a couple days ago. You expect them to be there, and sure enough, that's where they were. That's why I targeted this and took the profits here, and sure enough, it slowed down. And then it happened to break out. Where do you think it's going to slow down again? What's the next target? Well, obviously the previous high. That's where the sellers are. They told you that yesterday. So you take your profits up there, and maybe if you like reversals, if you catch reversals, that's it's a different game. And same thing, if it's going down, where do you think it's going to find buyers?
Yeah.
Well, right where it found buyers yesterday and 2 days ago, down there, these areas. So these are very, very, very simple. You don't have to sit and decipher them. Are they support resistance? You already know what is support and resistance because it's been told to you. Yesterday's action told you. All you got to do is let DOS draw it on your charts. And really, I think for you, you don't need to do anything. Just let DOS draw this on your charts. Wait for the price to get to these levels and then trade off of them. And that's the end of that. Really, you don't need much more. And once you take a trade, forget about it. Like I just put on that was it Boeing trade? I don't even know what's going on. I'm sitting here talking with you. I'm looking at Tesla. You see, because I don't want to manage it. You don't want to manage it if you're struggling to manage the trade. So just let it sit and let it go to the target. Because the problem is most of the time on 1 minute charts, we get really overexcited, over-triggered, overstimulated, and we take actions that we shouldn't be taking. We take partials like you did earlier, or we stop out too early, or, all this crazy stuff, which is totally unnecessary. So wait for these things to get to these levels, and then put on the trade and then forget about it. I think that should be your method. And you do that, it'll be much more straightforward. Does that make sense?
Yep. Thank you very much.
Sure.
So, Abby, what was your levels again? You put in on the DAS, like yesterday high, yesterday low, and 2 days ago high and 2 days ago low?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only ones I have
Okay.
left on these charts. I mean, you can use other ones too,
not
but these
yet.
ones are easy ones, right? These are so
Mhm.
simple. I mean, Tesla's going to struggle at the highs. It's very simple. All right.
Thanks, Abby.
Yeah. No worries. Going. This will be fun if it runs further. I seriously have to find a distraction. I'm trying to find a trade unnecessarily. Oh gosh. Anyways, no, nothing here. Still nothing here. Look at this terrible misjudgment, huh? You got in
Check out
here,
the
tight
AMD.
stop, 3-1. AMD
Yeah.
again. This is the
Okay.
reversal. Yeah, 143 reversal. I was telling you that's the high of the day.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it. I wasn't gonna short it here. I couldn't. Just didn't have my setup. Didn't have the risk to reward setup that I like. Tesla
Isn't
does.
it head and shoulder pattern? That
Yeah,
one.
it is. But take a look at it. Here, this is where I have it on. This is how I was trading it. This is the opening range, top and bottom. And I shouldn't be trading this outside the range because it's a big range. So basically trading inside, I made a mistake here going outside the range. Anyways, and then it went up here and it starts to form the pattern. But at what point do you take the short? I wouldn't take it here. Maybe take it here, you stop out quickly. Maybe take it here, not me really. I wasn't comfortable enough to take that. Over here, it starts to look interesting because it's making a lower high from the previous high. You can see the lower highs coming in. So maybe in this area, but how do you plan? Okay, this is as far as this candle is going to go, and then it goes down. I couldn't exactly pinpoint it. And then let's say you do manage to take it. How far down do you want to go? Well, support's right there, just recently. And if you break that, okay, then you've got this right here. And then
So what is, sorry. What is the green line that you draw here? Like draw here 141, 14?
This is the opening range. What I do is I like to identify the opening range in the first few minutes.
Okay.
So the top's there and the bottom's there, and it just stayed in that range basically. Actually, now this is a good setup. Get long from here and go.
This is
Yeah,
based
that's
on
what
3
I'm
minutes,
thinking.
right, Avi?
3 minutes. Yeah, I like to wait 3 minutes. It suits my mindset,
Yeah.
temperament. So stick to that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be long from here.
Yeah.
I should get up.
Yeah. I'm not gonna trade this. I'm only gonna trade this inside the range or reversals. And the reversal setup just didn't happen the way I like it to. Even though I was convinced 143 is a top, doesn't mean it's a short. You know, like even Tesla, I was convinced about 220 is a top, but it didn't happen. As in the short didn't happen. Not when I tried it at least, and still not really happening. You know, Boeing's happening. There we go. That 166 level. That's right off a daily chart. And if you guys want to trade reversals, here's what you got to do. Ideally, find first things first, find a serious move. Like this is a serious one direction move, okay? And then once it's done a big move, like go back to the daily chart and look at this move, it's twice as much as most of the days. I mean, it's just big, massive, right? And then what you want to do is figure out how far can this go before it turns around. So one thing you can do is look on the daily chart and look for levels. You know, and I think I remember I found a level here. It was a 167-ish. Yeah. I think it was there, 167. Yeah, that's about it. You can see that massive buying took place here, same place here, same on this and on this. All these candles, this is a very serious level, about 167. And I zoomed into it on the 30-minute, 167. Yeah, just about this area. Look at this. It was right here. But you also have this right here very recently, about 166. So I was thinking this area right about here, 167 and 166.50, this is approximately where it's going to struggle. And then you look at the order book as well. So on the Boeing order book, as it was, let's go back to 1 minute, as it was going up, I was keeping an eye on this, and 166.50 had huge orders, if I remember correctly. I think I looked at it 10 minutes before that or something. Anyways, it was right in this area, big orders. Sure enough, it took those orders out and started to drop, right? And when it dropped, then I'm convinced, okay, I have my big level. I can see that the candles are obviously rejecting. Look at it, in the same place, nonstop, tweezer tops. You can just short it up here if you like. I missed that, so I'm looking for more tweezer tops, basically wicks that are almost in the same place. So here's a wick. This wick started to happen in the same place. I shorted it. And the same thing, I added some more and put the stop loss right above it, was here, I think. And the profit target was 165. So I got out just before that. My next target was 164.50, and now I've added in all this. Whatever I get now is just a bonus. The trade's over, it's done. If I get more, great, happy with it. You know, and once I put it on though, I didn't manage it because I don't know what it's going to do. It could easily go the other way. You know, you don't want to get stopped out unnecessarily or take partials early or do any of that nonsense. So yeah, just sit with it. And that's it. That's a nice, simple way to take reversals. So it's a step-by-step process. It's a little more complicated than, you know, trading breakouts and what do you call it, consolidations. But you get high risk to reward on these kinds of trades. Very high. So something to practice. You can practice this in the simulator if you like. But the key thing is it happens later. It doesn't happen at the open. It happens when you find a stock that's made a seriously big run, parabolic run, and then it comes back. And it doesn't go all the way back to where it came from. If you get half the move back, 50% retracement, that's plenty. And that's what you got already here, about 164 almost. That's plenty. You don't expect more than that. You know. So there you go. There's a bit of a trade book. I did the same on Tesla, just got stopped out. But hey, it may still work.
Excellent. Thank you, Avi.
Yeah, sure. And
Very
missed
good
it all.
explanation.
Yeah, no worries. NVIDIA had the same setup, except two differences. Well, it didn't do exactly a simple one-directional run like Boeing did. It got messed around with the opening range. And 110 wasn't a significant level on any charts. So I wasn't truly convinced on this. It did do a reversal, but if you're not convinced, don't take it. But yeah, good stuff to try out. This kind of trade book, it suits a lot of people's temperament. If you want to go slow, you want to be analytical, You don't like that fast-paced stuff at the open. You need to be slow. This is good, nice and easy. And you can pick the stuff up off the scanners. Like I picked up Boeing off the scanner earlier. Even ASTS, the other trade I took it off the scanner. So yeah, there's plenty. The market's a gold mine. Seriously, guys. It's a couple of losing days, a couple of losing trades, a couple of losing months. It shouldn't bother you. You want to be in this business for the next 30 years? Accept that. You know, if you want to make $1 million a year on this, you got to accept that you're going to lose $200,000 sometimes. If you can't, well, you don't deserve to make $1 million. It's, you know,
Yeah.
be the person who deserves it. And if you can't accept a $200,000 loss, you're not going to make $1 million. Think of it in much bigger terms, you know, not on a daily basis, but just a bigger perspective. And you want to be here for 30 years. As long as you're still in business, you're not blowing up an account, you're okay. Pretty much. All right,
Very well
AMD is
said.
where I want it. AMD is right where I want it, right inside the range. So this is where I like to trade it. See the opening range so big, and I'm only interested in trading inside the range, not going away from it, either inside it or big reversals. I did that once earlier. Took this one.
I'm still holding it. I don't know.
What are you doing? You're long, short, where, what?
Short from 140 to
Ah.
50.
Oh, very good. Your target's 140. Look at the order book. And here's what I would do. Well, I would add, but I'm not going to suggest you do that. 140 on the order book. There it is.
Yeah, 140, 82 is
Yeah,
pre-market high.
61.
Yeah. So yeah, just plan your targets, put your orders in, and let it go. That's what I've done here on Boeing. So I'm just going to let it go. Just zoom out on this thing. And AMD 141. Oh man.
I think 141 is holding.
Yeah, it is. It is at the moment. Gotta pay attention here.
No?
It is at the moment, and
But it's
things are moving in sync. Look at that. So it's a bit of a. It's not necessarily AMD's holding 141. Something's going on with the market at a bigger perspective. Things are dropping. Generally. It's that time of the day. I'm also not too convinced. Well, I'm not really good at trading this time of the day. Let me think. It's for it to really run the whole range. You have to look at this as a false breakout. It comes down, which means it's a huge breakout the other way. I don't think so. I'm not convinced it's going to do business in this entire range again, because it just did a lot of business there for an hour. Might just sit here. It made this range, then it made this range. If you're in it, great. Put your stop loss at break even, and take some profits here and hold a bit for 140. But I'm not going to put risk on over here to go for 140. That doesn't make sense to me. So now you have two different ranges to work with. This is the in between 141. And yeah, it's not a trade book I know much about. It's not something that I want to play with, especially this time of the day. These 1 minute candles will just chop around for a while. It's noon now. I'd say wait for 2 hours till things brighten up again and start moving properly.
Yeah, until 1:30 it's gonna be boring.
Which makes it
But
good.
right now, in these days, I don't trade opening anymore. I wait a little bit.
Good. Yeah, sit out. Wait for your setup.
Because it's too much stress. So I found like when it's a little slower, it's less stress and
Yeah, it is.
I can just take it easy.
It is a lot easier later. So I do the same. Even I put a 3-minute rule now and stay away for 3 minutes. You can put whatever rule you want, 30 minutes if you like, whatever works for you. And don't stress yourself.
Yeah, I wait like 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes 35 or 40, depend.
Cool. Good. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I'll just let this going one sit.
It used to be better, like in the opening. But
That's
now
all.
the open.
It's not that it was better. It was human beings change. Human beings change. The open is still the open, and you still get wonderful volatility and all that stuff. It's just we change, we grow, we evolve as traders, as people, as human beings, experience. So many
Okay.
well, pay pay attention to the person more than the trading. When I'm having a hard time with my trading, it's more on me than the trading. And I realized I've been holding past my stops. I was trading the wrong direction half the time, not paying attention to a bigger picture. I was making these mistakes in the last couple of weeks. I was wondering, why do I have 20 trades and break even? It makes no sense. But yeah, so you pay attention to stuff like that. Anyways, guys, I'm pretty much done. I think I'll take it easy for now. And tomorrow, I won't be here. I'll be in the BBT room, and we'll be on YouTube at 10:30, and a webinar at 11 in Trading Terminal. There's a webinar room in there, so come join, come have some fun, and this will be good. I'll have a good audience.
Thank you very much, Avi. Thank you.
Sure. Take it easy, guys. Talk to
Thank you, Avi. Have a
Thanks,
good day.
Avi. Have a great day.
See you guys.
Bye.